Well, I felt good about how much I looked at the camera, so now I just need to look at it more.
For sure. I just want to feel good about the camera staying on. High five. Oh yeah.
It's fine.
Wait, what do you do?
It is actually,
If that's Canadian, I'm gonna be pissed.
it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, it's, La Famosa.
Ooh,
Actually.
what's up, Guatemala?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so, hi
Hello.
again.
We out here.
This is Kay. Kay competed with a coffee that we're roasting, chosen specifically for Kay for the U.S. National Barista Competition.
Yeah, United States Barista Championship.
Yes.
They also refer to it as Coffee Champs. Or I think
Yeah.
the bigger umbrella is Coffee Champs, but Coffee Champs Barista is...
My brain is still
Who
when
knows?
Great Lakes Regional was still a thing.
Oh, when the
I'm
regionals?
I'm like 10 years.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kay competed with a Rwandan coffee, a natural version of the washed Kanini that we have on our offering list right now. From the same group of farmers, from the same mill even. It was just Jackie, the mill owner, the mill manager, processed a few hundred pounds of this coffee as a natural process instead of a washed, just to kind of see what would happen. We all tasted it and sort of fell in love with it because it is amazing.
It really is. Yeah.
But yeah, if you'll just tell us about the cupping experience, how you came on the coffee, and yeah.
Yeah, so this was my first year competing in the United States Barista umbrella of events. There were a few different things that I had to do. And I knew when I signed up that I wanted to compete with Deeper Roots Coffee. I've had a relationship with y'all for only about 6 months, but it's felt like years at this point.
In a good way.
In a good way. No, not in a like a dragging way. In a great way.
Yeah.
So I knew I immediately wanted to compete with Deeper Roots Coffee, especially, to rep Cincinnati. And I think it was the first time someone has brought, at least in a few years, Deeper Roots Coffee to the barista stage at least.
Yeah, natural.
So I contacted Adam and we set up a cupping, and over the course of 2 sessions we cupped about 20 different coffees, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was good.
It was a good a lot, but I was very caffeinated. But I ended up picking this coffee out of the lineup of 20 almost immediately. I remember specifically thinking when I took my big spoon to my mouth and I slurped it, I was like, this is what dark chocolate covered raspberries taste like. I immediately, I had these ideas for signature beverages going in my mind, like I wish I could snap like that. I can't. So I pulled it out of the lineup almost immediately, and from there fell in love with the story of the coffee itself.
Yeah.
And that is kind of how I wrote my nationals routine, was based off of that story.
Woman-owned cooperative there, which is amazing that we're able to get her coffee on the national stage and kind of rep what she's doing there. Sort of, I think is amazing. A better part, or I guess a different part of the story that was compelling for us, kind of sitting on the sidelines, just kind of giving Kay what they needed for space, for practice coffee, for whatever. One of the compelling pieces for us to watch was the community that kind of came around you, and so I was wondering if you could give us a little insight into the glitter cats and all that.
Totally. So like I said, this was my first year competing, and the reason that I ended up competing was I applied to this scholarship program called Glitter Cat, which provides underrepresented people in coffee with the resources, coaches, and tools and education especially necessary to compete.
Right.
And it was the second year of Glitter Cat. I was invited to the Barista Boot Camp, and those 3 days in Seattle, Washington changed my life. The amount of support that I received, the amount of respect I received from some really amazing industry professionals who I never... Previous champions, and just people that I had looked up to, even before I knew what the Barista Championship was, people I looked up to for their careers in coffee, and being able to meet with and interact with and receive support and love from those people was absolutely life-changing. The more I interact with kind of these different communities, the more I realize that I do want to stay in coffee as a career. But also receiving the love and respect and support and resources of those communities was just it was life-changing. It really was.
And we were even able to, I remember we Skype called one of the owners of Crop to Cup Coffee Importers when he was in Uganda, I think.
Mhm.
So we were like Skype calling and being like, "Yo, we just chose your coffee. Kay's gonna compete with it." And he was like in a totally 8-hour time zone difference. And
But he was so
excited.
excited.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody was like, "Whatever you need." We'll get behind
Exactly.
you.
I ended up competing with, I think half of my wares on stage were borrowed from people. You know,
That's awesome.
half of my wares, y'all donated my coffee or sponsored my coffee to me, which was amazing. I had multiple sponsorships from companies, which
Mhm.
was mind-boggling
Amazing,
and wild. We threw a throwdown here,
Oh,
a
that's
latte art
There's
throwdown.
so many people. that
I think we had between at least 50 and 70 people showed up. We
Mhm.
raised $900 to send me to the US Barista Championship. We raised enough that I was able to donate a good chunk of money to another competitor,
Mhm.
which is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, I love it.
And I also love that y'all were so involved in that as well. And I feel like it was a success all around for everybody involved. But I feel so loved and supported by so many different communities,
Awesome.
and it's really heartwarming.
That's what it's about.
I
On this
love
side
it.
of things, that's totally what it's about.
Mhm.
Well, I think that's it.
Yeah,
The coffee's coming. I don't know exactly when. We'll see.
but you should buy it.
You should buy it.
And I will say it does make an excellent espresso.
Yeah, that's what it's tailored for. We'll
Mhm.
have Kay's espresso recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Since they developed the recipe with Cincinnati water, if you're in and around Cincinnati, you'll probably get the best results. You get the best results if you just go to Collect Espresso and drink Kay's version of it.
I'll brew it for you.
But we'll have their recipe on our website. So if you want to like try that at home in your home espresso or whatever, or you can just drink it because it's going to be great filter coffee. But
It does make an excellent pour over.
all right, well, high five.
Woo!
COVID bump. I think that's it.
Love you all. Buy it.
I think that's. Please be recording.
What happens when two awkward people get behind a camera?